Okay, this is day 2 of being home alone, and one thing I wanted to get done yesterday and today was I wanted to cut the grass. But I mean, it's been raining and raining and raining here in North Carolina, and everyone keeps telling me that it's going to be a nice weekend, I can cut the grass then, but we're going to have to wait and see. Because I tell you what, even if the weather got nice, it's going to be wet for a while. It's been really coming down today. So what else do I have to do? I'm going to go out right now. I have some errands I got to run, some things I have to take care of. And then later on, I got some cleaning to do. And because I'm trying to reorganize some things in my office and things. And I brought everything out of my office. And I made the mistake of showing my wife on FaceTime last night the progress I've made. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't gotten too far. It's a work in progress, but I got a lot to take care of. She said, last night she asked me, she says, is it going to be all clean when I get home? And I'm thinking, you're going to be gone a week? Yeah, hope so. And so I got to do that. I'm going to cook. I got to make my own lunch and dinner, which isn't too challenging, but I took out steak, and I'm going to go to the store here in a little bit and get some things to go with it. And let's see, my family, they're in Maryland now, and they're driving through, and my daughter just took a picture of my old high school and sent it to me on text message. And I thought, whoa, that's a blast from the past. I mean, I tell you, that's going back 20 plus years. So that's something. I'm having flashbacks now of Maryland. And I tell you, we've been in North Carolina for 10 years in North Carolina. And I tell you, Maryland just feels like a different lifetime ago. So it's neat to see all these little pictures. You know what's funny? The picture that they showed me of my old high school, it's all built up. I mean, I know this, they put like a 4-lane highway down there. Let me tell you, when they built that high school a long time ago, it was on a back road, a windy back road, and in the middle of nowhere there was this big high school. And now it's all opened up to a 4-lane highway, and that's the story of Maryland. When I was a little boy, the county that I grew up in, I mean, it was all farms. You know, one little road going through the town, and there were farms on both sides. And I tell you what, 30 years later, 35 years later, it's built up. I mean, it's not safe to be a tree down there anymore, or I should say up there. Yeah, I mean, it is busy and a lot of folks, and that's where they're at today. Although the weather looked nice, I don't think it's raining there. We got the rain here. Anyway, that's what it is. I will say that all this rain and things, it's really made the weather cooler. I'm actually wearing a sweatshirt today. Yesterday it was raining, but it was pretty muggy. Today, actually, it's beginning, perhaps, to feel like fall, which is nice. I'm ready. Fall is one of my favorite times of the year. If not, I tell you, it is my favorite time of the year. So I'm on a detour right now. There are stoplight. Stoplight is out. The road that I was on is closed, and they're sending cars around, and oh, chaos is afoot here in North Carolina. Big storm. See, the lights are out. No power. Go. Just like that, we're back on track. We're stopping, but there's no power. See that? So you see, I'm a husband, And I don't usually do any of the shopping, not on my own anyway. See, I'm a cart pusher. I follow my wife around, I push the cart, you see. But I'm going to Aldi's on my own. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Maybe you can, but I can't. You know, I can admit it, okay? I am an amateur Aldi shopper, okay? I am a beginner. I am not a pro at this, and I'll tell you why. I pull into the parking lot, I'm about ready to run in and get some things, and guess what? Guess what? I don't have a quarter. How in the world can a man go to Aldi's without a quarter? So I guess I will be carrying my groceries. So that I'll tell you, if you want to be frugal, that's even more frugal. Don't bring a quarter to Aldi's, and you can only buy what you can carry. Good tip. Good tip. Okay, so I just went to Aldi's. On my own, I went in and shopped. I bought 4 items. Man, it felt like a cart full, but I guess there were only 4 items. But I tell you, I walked in, I was a little paranoid. I thought everyone was looking at me thinking, huh, he didn't have a quarter. But, you know, I thought, you know what? I'm still going in anyway. I got my items, I went through. I tell you what, it's a rush. It was a rush. I tell you, I have excitement. I can see why my wife does this every week. I tell you, it was just exciting. They're over there. Look, no, don't look. You can't look because I'm going to reveal it later. Okay? So, there you go. You want to look, don't you? Oh, no, don't look. I'm going to reveal it later. The fabulous Lady Tumbleweeds. Uh-oh. So I think everything is going pretty good at the house. You know, I miss my wife, I miss the family, but I'm here, but everything's still under control. I've been cleaning, I've been doing the laundry. I need to do some dishes. I haven't been successful in the dishes department, but we're getting there. But I mean, look at this. Look. The baskets, I mean, empty. I mean, come on now. The laundry's under control, okay? I mean, look at it. You hear it? You hear it? Let me see. Let me turn you around. Oh, there it is. There it is. Right there. We're under control there. Look. I've been feeding the cat. Cat's under control. Everything is pretty good. I mean, look at her. Look at her way down there. I'm going to flip you around. Look. You see that? Look at her. Sleeping there. She's okay. There's nothing wrong with that cat. You didn't see my mess over there, did you? You see, I've been trying to organize my stuff. I like to clean. I like to clean up the house, but when it comes to my stuff, oftentimes I kind of push it to the side and I don't handle it until I get some time. Well, I mean, a week alone, that's a lot of time. So as soon as they left yesterday, I pulled everything out of my office, out of the closet, and I'm trying to organize and straighten. And you know, I just haven't gotten very far. I mean, I hate to show you. Just look quick. You see that? Oh, no. You see? Yeah, that's a good portion of my clothes there. So it's a good thing I'm not expecting company. Okay? That's all I have to say. It's a good thing nobody's coming over. And oh, look at her. Look at the kitty. I'm whipping you around again. Look at her. You see? I'm glad that Tumbleweeds and I have had an opportunity to bond. It's been a while. It's been a long time coming. The rain, I think, has finally stopped, at least for now. I think it has stopped. Let's see what's going on out here. Ooh. I'm going to have to sweep the water off my porch. See? Look. You see? There you go. Uh-oh. I think we got a bunny over here. Hey, this is Bunny, or Hammy. Call him, it's a him, Bunny, because of the big ears. When he was a kitten, his ears were a whole lot bigger. His body's kind of caught up with him. So, yeah, it's not raining like it was. It's still kind of muggy out. It was actually cooler when it was raining. See, this is what happens on our porch. Let me show you. You see this? Look at that. You see that? Let me see. I wish there was a way we could solve that, because I like to set up Cat Town. And I don't really have Cat Town set up right now. All I have right now is a blanket on a bench. But I like to set Cat Town up in the winter. But it always gets me when we have these big like freezing rainstorms and everything, because our porch is very covered. And it's really nice if it's not raining. But many times when it rains, the rain just covers this porch and almost floods it. The picture that I put up on Instagram earlier really showed that. I mean, it just gets... So what I do, the only thing I can do is I take my old broom here and I sweep. I actually sweep the water off the porch. True story. True story. Oh, look at the cat. I'm gonna have to feed this little cat pretty soon. I actually put cat food out earlier, and then I came out here when it was raining, and the rain, as you can see, it's all wet up here. The rain had gotten all the cat food wet. So I'm going to have to refeed this cat here, and I don't know where the other ones went. They're missing in action. I saw them earlier, so they're around. Anyway, that's the deal. That's the deal. Look, very fall-like. See that? Let me pose my fall pose. Right. Silliness. Let's go in. Someone actually made this for us, a friend of the family. I always thought this was nice. Many times in the live events, we kind of try to have that kind of in the background. So when my wife is on the computer over here, we can see it. You know, I think that's kind of nice. And I don't know if you've ever seen this picture. That is a younger Beal family. That is right before we moved to North Carolina. That was like a month or two before we moved. Might have been 1 month because it was Christmas time and we moved in January. So yeah, I'd say it was just a couple weeks. You see how little Brianna and the boys are, and there's my sweet wife. And look at me. That was me before glasses and before really I had any gray hair. So North Carolina wrecked my eyes and my hair. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. North Carolina had nothing to do with it. It was actually just getting 30, 35, 40 years old. That's what did it. So, just one of those things. Here's Brianna's room. Uh-oh. Oh, can't see that. And here's Brian's room. So neat, so clean. And I'm not going to show you Ricky Marquise's room. Maybe one day, after they get a chance to, an opportunity to straighten it up. Anyway, oh, look, there's a cat again. And I'm not going to show you the dishes, because I have to clean them. I must say it's been a challenge to love this cat. She's sweet to everyone else, but she and I have had our trouble. But so far, these 2 days, we've bonded, I think. But I think it's also because when everyone else in your life leaves you, you tend to cling to what you have left. And she's all I got. Look at her. That's my cat. The Tumbleweeds. The fabulous Miss Lady Tumbleweeds. So one thing I definitely wanted to do while my family was away was I wanted to jump in and really start doing more ministry videos on the Fundamental Faith channel. And I was thankful last night I got to do one, even though I had to go to the church. We were still having revival meetings, and I was very busy in the evening, but I still had time to do it, and I'm thankful for that. And I was actually watching the replay here. It was from Philippians chapter 2, verses 5 to 11, and it was called God and Servant, and it was a little devotion about Jesus Christ. Now see, here it is, and this is on the Fundamental Faith YouTube channel. Look at that guy. Look at him. Looks very dapper. Got the red tie, the white shirt. That's something. Look, I'm sitting in my wife's seat. See, usually I'm sitting to the side, but there I am. I'm in my wife's seat last night. Listen to me.
Never sinned. The Bible teaches he became sin for us.
Talking about
There was
Jesus.
no sin
Okay,
in him.
folks, this is brand new territory. I don't even feel right. I feel awkward just doing this, okay? But you know what? I needed a few things today, and I went out to the store, and I purchased it. Some items, and guess what? I'm going to tell you all about it. Now, unlike my wife, I went out and I just had a few items to get. It really wasn't a haul or anything like that. And I had no budget. If anything, my budget was this: cheap. Be cheap and don't buy too much. And I didn't. It was just a few items, but partially I wanted to buy some things for my dinner, and also a couple things for these ministry videos that I do. So tonight I'm making steak, and I wanted some things to go with it. So I went to Aldi's and I bought a bag of potatoes, and I like this bag because the potatoes, and I don't know if you can see them, no, you really can't, but there you go, they're really big. I mean, they're a good size potato, and that's why I wanted that. And then I wanted to get some mushrooms because I'm one of these crazy guys. With my steak, I like onions and mushrooms with it. And if I wanted to get really crazy, I could do some wild rice or something. But we're going to go just mushrooms and onions with the steak, with a baked potato. And then I got one of these steak sauce deals, right? And it's not the best. I mean, I like A1 in all seriousness, but this is an Aldi brand, and it'll work. It'll work. And then I wanted greens because my wife always makes these greens for the family, and they're really good. I mean, the way she makes them, it's like all I want to eat. I could eat a plate of greens and nothing else. So I wanted to try to make it tonight myself. Now, she usually makes kale. She has made spinach before, and she's made collards before. I don't know if she's ever bought the green trio thing before, but this was actually the cheapest bag. I'm trying to be frugal in honor of my wife, in good stewardship for the Lord. I'm trying to be frugal. They had an organic bag of kale, and that was a little pricey. So I went for this bag. It's Greens Trio. It was cheaper, and we're going to try it. In it, there's kale, but there's also collards and things. And I don't know why it's called Trio, because the ingredients, let me see. The ingredients, you can't really see that. Let me read it. The ingredients are collard greens, kale, mustard, and turnip greens. And if I did my math right, that's 4, not 3. But maybe, I don't know. I'm not an expert in the Nature Greens Trio. Maybe they count different. But I'm going for some greens tonight. We're going to see how that works. So you get what I did. I bought a bag of potatoes for baking potatoes. I bought a bag of greens for some greens that I'm just going to heat up in a pan. I bought mushrooms to go with the steak. And I bought sauce just to be kind of saucy. You know what I mean? And then, let me do the receipt. Aldi's, right? The steak sauce, which you just saw, was $1.19. Okay, hurt me, $1.19. Now, if I had gone to Amanda's discount grocery, I probably could have gotten even a name brand steak sauce for a lot cheaper price. But I didn't. $1.19. I'm there. I said, hey, it's $1.19. So I went on and I decided to live dangerously. And then I bought some mushrooms, sliced mushrooms, $1.09, and I thought that was pretty good. And now the baked potatoes. Now here's the deal. If my wife's watching this, she's going to say, why'd you buy baked potatoes? We already got some. We do. And I looked at them earlier. I thought, oh, okay, I'm going to have some baked potatoes. Or baked potatoes, forgive me. Baked potatoes. But they're a little smaller. And like I said, this bag was good because it was there were the big potatoes. So I thought, hey, that's what I want. So that's why I did that. Frugal, I don't know, but yummy, yes. Okay. And then the Greens Trio, and I just kind of explained that. I like collards, I like kale. I don't think I've ever had turnip or mustard greens. If that's what's in the bag, it's going to be an experience, but I'm sure it's going to be a good one. So that's the Aldi thing. Now, watch the editing. I'm going to whip you around. I'm whipping you around. Oh, and by the way, let me also say that afterwards, I did get some change from Aldi's, and guess what I got with my change? A quarter. You see that? Look at my pen. I got a quarter. So next time I go back to Aldi's, guess what, folks? I can get a shopping cart. Oh, I will be just like everyone else with my own ride. And then, just the extra thing, I went to the Dollar General, there's the bag right there, and I bought some 3x5 cards, some index cards, because when I do these ministry videos, you know what I do oftentimes, I encourage people to get some 3x5 cards and write down memory verses from the Bible to help you study and help you to memorize Scripture. And I needed some, because in all seriousness, I had been using my son's memory index cards, Ricky's index cards, and he's either out or he's hiding them from me because Dad was using too many. So I went and bought my own, and I bought two so we can really get some verses written down. And that was, I don't know if you can see it, but it was, oh, you can't see it. Let me whip you around. Here's that edit again. Oh yeah, a vlogging expert. Let me see. The Dollar General, and it came to $1.07. You know what I mean? $1.07. Not too bad. Okay, for all these index cards, that's 200, and we're going to write down several verses for that, many verses. Anyway, so that's my haul. What do you think? My haul, not a haul, but a hull. I don't know how you say that. Hull, H-A-U-L. Okay, so probably everybody out there knows how to bake a potato. Maybe you don't. A lot of people use microwaves. But guess what? We don't have a microwave. There you go. So I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to use an oven, and guess what? I'm going to actually bake it. I'm going to bake the potato, not nuke the potato, right? It's going to be in the oven. And I tell you, I love potatoes. I don't know about you. I love baked potatoes, even better than mashed potatoes. Growing up, just a little story. Growing up, my mom used to bake potatoes all the time, and I would take a spoon and I would scoop all the potato part out and I would throw the skin away. My dad would actually eat the skin. I thought it was so gross. My boss, his wife, eats the potato part and gives him the skin and calls it the carcass, and then he eats the carcass. You know, that might be a little gross, but that's what they do. And I understand. I can totally relate, because I used to think it was so gross. But guess what? I was at my pastor's house one time. It was in the month of January. We were having a men's fellowship, and it actually was a men's meeting to discuss the budget for the upcoming year. And well, his wife, the pastor's wife, made baked potatoes. And I thought, okay, that's the meal. Well, what she did was she had two crock pots. One had a chili thing in it, and one had a taco thing in it. And what you would do is you would take said baked potato, you would cut it open, and you would either put chili on top or you would put taco stuff on top, and then you would eat it like that. And that was the meal. You would, you know, and I'm looking around the table, and understand, I never ate the skin. But I'm looking at these guys, and they're eating it like it's a steak. They're cutting the potato with the skin and throwing it in their mouth with the chili and with the taco. And I thought, well, I don't know if I like that, but I went and I did it. It was pretty good. I thought, why was I so scared of this? I mean, the skin is actually really good. And it's filling. I mean, you actually feel like you're eating something, not just fluff. You feel like you're actually tearing down and eating something, maybe even like a steak. And anyway, ever since that night, when I eat a baked potato, I eat the whole thing. The whole thing. And I tell you what, I like it so much, sometimes I find myself craving baked potatoes. I tell my wife all the time, just have baked potato, because she's vegan. You know, she has to have, she can't have meat. So I'm like, okay, well, I like to have the same dinner she has sometimes. Make baked potatoes, you know, that's great. So anyway, that's just a little baked history of Rick's life. Anyway, since I've never actually baked a potato before, I mean, I have assisted my wife, and I've eaten plenty of them, but I've never done it without my wife. So I was actually asking her what to do. And she told me to look in the cookbook, but I said, no, just tell me what to do. And she said, you know, preheat the oven, okay, to, I think, I'm trying to think, it was 350, I think, 350 degrees, and for 1 hour. So you set it for 350 for 1 hour, right? I think that's right. That's what I'm going to do anyway. But listen, you don't just put the potato in, okay? You have to actually pierce the potato. I knew that part from growing up. So these, I'm going to make 2. I've washed them. They are wet now. And I am going to pierce both of them. And I'm going to put them on a stone, something. There's something my wife has over there that's going to work. And I'm going to put that into the oven for 1 hour. And hopefully, at the end of that hour, after I've pierced them, and after I've preheated the oven and put them in, I'll have great, awesome baked potatoes. I'm hoping even the skin will be good. So there you go. Da-da-dum, 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 da-da-dum. Oh, that's hard. It's harder than I thought. Whoa. Yo. That's something. Oh my. I don't know how many you put in there. Oh my. Am I jumping the camera? Boom. I'll tell you what, this is going to be good. I know it. Oh man. Okay. Okay, so I pierced the potatoes, and I really pierced them up, okay? And I did not know how many piercings to put in each potato, so I just kept going till my hand hurt. And now I've got the oven preheated to 350, and I'm going to put them in the oven for 1 hour. And by the time they are cooked, the rest of the dinner will be done, because it doesn't take that long to put onions and mushrooms in a pan with some butter and heat them up. Really, that's all you're doing. And then the steak, I've already got it thawed, and it's good, and it'll cook really fast. And the greens, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with the greens. I'm just going to put them in a big frying pan with a little bit of oil and some garlic, and I'm going to cook them, but not really cook them like mushy. I'm just going to really heat them up, you know, just long enough for the oil to get to the green and to heat them up to make them more tender, I guess. And then I'm going to take them right out. They're not going to be in the heat very long. In the steak, I'm going to cook the steak. I don't have a grill for outside cooking. I'm going to cook it in a frying pan. But I'm going to cook it, because I'm not one of these guys that like it raw. I like it cooked. You know, I used to have a boss back in Maryland, and he liked his steaks black and blue. That's what he called them, black and blue. He'd throw them on the grill, and he would cook them really fast and on a high heat on the outside to blacken the steak, but on the inside it was still raw, black and blue. And that's how he liked them. I don't know. I don't like my steaks raw or medium. I like them well done. So that's how I'm going to cook this steak, and it's going to be good. And so I'm going to have the steak, the onions, the mushrooms, the greens, and the potatoes, hopefully in 1 hour. When it's all done, I'll give you a little shot of it to see what it looks like. Here we go. Going in the oven. Ooh, that's hot. Well, I got it on. Oh, man. All right. 1 hour on the potatoes, but I got some work to do. Gotta cook some steaks. Or actually, one steak. I only want one steak. One steak, 2 potatoes, and I'm gonna give a hearty handful of greens. That's what I'm gonna cook. Okay, that's it. Greens cooked with garlic and oil. New York strip steaks, and they were cooked with onions and mushrooms. And I'll tell you, I learned something. Let me whip you around. That great editing. I'm cooking the baked potatoes, and what I learned was I like the big baked potatoes, but those suckers take a long time to cook. I thought it would all come together at the same time, but you know what? I got the greens done, I got the steak done, I got the mushrooms, the onions, all that's done. I'm still waiting on the baked potatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down, I'm going to eat my greens, I'm going to eat my steak, and then I think I'm going to have baked potato for dessert, because it's going to take a while for those still to cook. I probably know there are 20 minutes to a half hour. So anyway, so that's that. I hope you enjoyed the vlog today. I tell you, I've never made one like this before on my own. One day, if we get good at it, perhaps, I don't know if you know this or not, but we have another channel. We just never put anything on it. It's the Fundamental Home Vlogs. It's a channel. Check it out. There's a few vlogs on it, but they're really old. But I'll tell you what, after my family gets back, perhaps now, we'll put some vlogs up on that channel here and there. So that's something else to look for. Anyway, seriously, thanks for watching. I've never done a vlog like this before. It was monumental. Have a good night. We'll see you.
Hey, thanks for watching. I'm really glad you came to visit us here at the Fundamental Home. Make sure if you enjoyed this video that you click the like button and also click subscribe right below me for more videos coming into your inbox all the time. And also, if you enjoy social media, we've got links up at the top here for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all the other fun things. And check out thefundamentalhome.com for more information about what we're doing all the time and how we do it, because there's way more details there. And here over to the right, we have some videos that I recommend. So thanks again for coming by, and we'll see you next time. Bye!